sure many of you watching right now have heard of or maybe even seen the movie A River Runs Through It starring Brad Pitt. The movie tells the tale of two brothers growing up in the Montana wilderness during the 1920s. The brothers ultimately take different paths in life, but despite their differences, their passion for fly fishing seems to always bring them back together. The river which they grew up fishing with its ebbs and flows symbolizes life's journey. Anyways, there are some really killer fly fishing scenes in this movie, and if you haven't seen it before, you should absolutely add it to your watch list. Today I'm going to be fishing the Snake River located in eastern Idaho with my wife Emily and my friend Nate. Nate also happens to be a coworker of mine. The plan is to meet at Nate's house, trailer his badass surf boat to the boat ramp, launch the boat, and then float several miles downriver while Nate paddles and navigates us around rocks, trees, and through some turbulent waters. The Snake River is known to be one of the best trout fishing rivers in the United States, and the scenery here is just out of this world beautiful. Some notable people to have fished this river in the past are Ernest Hemingway, Dick Cheney, and even Martha Stewart. The Snake holds beautiful brown trout, rainbow trout, and the native cutthroat trout. We launch the boat and off we go. On my third attempt at a so-called cast, my line gets tangled worse than I've ever seen before, and Nate puts me in the penalty box with a so-called 5-minute major. We must cut my line and retie everything. Fast forward a few casts later, and guess what? Another tangle. Nate was able to get this one untangled for me, so only a 2-minute minor was issued. Fast forward 3 hours, and I haven't caught shit. Nate is busting his ass paddling, and Emily, who was casting a spin rod earlier, has decided to just enjoy the views. And I honestly can't really blame her. I'm literally in the best river for fly fishing in the country, being guided by a very, very experienced fly fisherman who is incredibly knowledgeable, and yet I continue to miss bites and have not landed a single fish. While I decide to hop in the river and take an ice bath, Nate picks up the fly rod and on his very first cast, hooks and lands, all by himself, a beautiful brown trout. You gotta be kidding me.
Oh, Nate's on, look it! Let's go!
Wow!
Hell yeah!
That's awesome.
All
Let me get
right,
this.
look, get in close up. That's a beautiful brown trout.
Yes, sir.
Dude, sick. Well done. Get close up with it. So cool. Stop it. So. Oh, that's beautiful. Dude. Sick.
After Nate's success with the brown trout, he then fires up the portable grill, cooks up an absolutely amazing lunch, and even makes us some homemade margaritas. It really doesn't get much better than this.
Yum.
Bald eagles
Thank
and
you,
hot
sir.
dogs.
Bald eagles and hot dogs, America. We pack up the boat and head off for another few hours of fishing. I'm feeling refreshed now and more determined than ever to land my first trout in the fly. You can see Nate is doing a great job keeping the boat close to the shore while I try to cast into the good pockets of water and let the fly drift along with the boat. I keep my eye on the indicator because if a fish bites my fly, the indicator should go under. When it goes under, I'll raise my rod to set the hook. But it isn't as easy as it looks, and you can see I missed several bites and even had one trout break my line. As we near the boat ramp and our day in the water is close to wrapping up, my indicator goes under and I set the hook. Finally, I can feel a good-sized trout fighting on the other end of my line. You can see by how I'm fighting this fish that I really don't have much of an idea of what I'm doing.
Strip and pinch. Come on, bring it in here. Oh, sorry.
It's all right.
Okay, I'm just gonna let him do his thing. I don't want to force it. You can lift it up. Lift it up. I'm trying to. Oh, there you go. Lift it up. Up. Oh. It's okay. We'll work him back. Oh, nice. Way to go, Joe. We'll work him back.
But after a couple-minute battle, I bring the fish towards Nate and he scoops it in his net. It's another beautiful brown trout, and my first ever trout in the fly rod.
Let me move that for a second. What a stud. Here, lift it up. Lift the net up.
We snap a quick photo and put the trout back in the net where we let him gain his strength before returning him to the river. I gotta be honest, catching my first trout on the fly was a lot more challenging than I expected, but I'm totally hooked on this new fishing style, no pun intended. But the best part about today was spending quality time on the water with my wife Emily and good friend Nate as we soaked in the amazing country. I doubt this video will do it justice. Even if we didn't catch a single fish today, it still would have been an incredible day. If you guys enjoyed this video, please make sure to subscribe to the channel. Until next time.